Hello, my name is Alexander Martin from Alexander Studios, Parisian real estate company. Here we're in a beautiful Haussmannian apartment. This video, which is one I think you're going to enjoy, we didn't really mean to shoot it, but it's actually come out during the process of a day about how to use a buying agent, what the steps are, how it works. So if you're interested in buying property in Paris, really great one to look at, as well as giving you a little snapshot of the day in the life and seeing a little bit behind the scenes. Hope you enjoy. Huh? You're lost. The metro's just here. God, it's so quiet. Okay, so we're on our way to get an apartment ready. Apartment actually putting up for sale, but just what we were talking about in the metro. Still a great way to get around. What we're talking about in the metro is the buying process and the whole of the search agent, buying agent work. What are the steps, things you've seen on the website, but where it all starts, so important, is getting down your objectives. So understanding what you really want, because so often you can come in with a budget and an idea, and actually when you dig down a bit, it's not necessarily what you're really after. So getting down the whole part at the beginning of a search is so important. Understanding your objectives, what are your goals? You know, it's really about an exchange, lots of questions, really trying to work out what is right for you. Because if you don't get this right, and if it's not relevant to the current market, the search is deemed to fail from the beginning. So getting that right is so important. And as well, discussing with a buying agent, you can really bounce off each other and have ideas. A lot of experience here, so understanding what you really need from the apartment, which might be outside of the traditional criteria that you had in mind, and ultimately come up with more ideas in terms of location, size, layout, renovation works, which can really find the right apartment for you. Okay, I've got to call a client now. Good news, which will be new viewing for his apartment. The bad news is that we really need to adjust the price because we started out a really aggressive sale price, and at the moment we're hitting a point in the market where it's come back to life. So transactions are up again, there's energy, it's busy, but only at the right price. So it's really about fine-tuning that just to get a bit more energy going in the apartment. We've done everything with it: videos, social, client networks, all the traditional portals. So just giving it a little twist, a little adjustment in terms of the price to get that going. And send him a message. Okay, so the second point is about setting up the financing. Making sure that you are in the position so that when the right property comes along, you're ready to pounce. So that means talking to bankers, means talking to the right mortgage brokers, ones that can help you out, which is obviously something we really accompany you with to make sure that you're with the best professionals there, so that then when we start the search, you know exactly what you've got to play with, what the flexibilities are in both ways, and we can be ready for that property when it comes along. So now it's time to go and find it. Okay, all right. Okay, this, I'm gonna go into the cellar. It's not that cool actually, but hey, this thing, this light here, it's left on outside so that people outside can see whether the cellar light inside is on, thus saving electricity. Genius. Okay, so typical Parisian cellar here. Actually, this one's pretty good condition because there's a concrete floor. You can see the lift mechanism, which is here. Generally, you always want to check a building's cellar out because you can see how the foundations are looking, you see if there's any structural issues which haven't been signaled. Just get a good feel for how well the building is maintained. And also, you smell, is there humidity or not? How good is it for keeping the wine stored? Let's get that open there. Gonna take a quick video for a client who's seen the apartment, really likes the apartment, just wants a little idea of what it looks like down here. They haven't got too much wine in here, but it's a great spot for it. All right, that's done. Let's go and check out this apartment. So the next point is obviously the viewings. Once we've settled your objectives, really understanding what the goals are, I'm going to put together a list of everything that's available on the market, on and off market, and then we're going to hit the viewings together. Now this is so important, having this exchange. I need to really understand what's important to you, what makes you tick, and what works best for your life. So we start viewing apartments together, narrow it down. Hopefully we find the one straight away. But if we don't, I then know exactly what to be looking for, whether you're based in Paris or abroad, to get things moving very quickly when I find the right one for you. So this is pretty cool. Client gave me some macaroons. This is so good. This is what it's all about. Mon palais. Beautiful. Had a couple, they're delicious. Okay. Product placement. The next part of the buying agent's role is negotiation. Again, having a buying agent, it's really someone who is in your corner, someone who's defending your interests in what is actually a pretty serious transaction in terms of money and in terms of what you're actually doing, whether it's a rental investment or a new family home or a second home, you know, whatever it is, it's a great moment, but it's so important to get it done in the right conditions, whether it's in terms of price, in terms of furniture, in terms of delays, in terms of any renovation works which are being done or upcoming to the apartment or the building. Being bilingual helps, market experience, knowing a lot of the main actors in the market, doing everything to get it done in the best possible conditions. And the way also that we structure our fees is actually incentivizes us to do this as well, which is extremely rare. This is pretty interesting because it is a client who actually just contacts us through the website, so that's exciting. Wants to speak about investment. And so yeah, we're going to give her a quick call. After we've negotiated the property, secured the conditions, there is an extra super important step, which is in partnership with the notaire. So notaire is like the public notary who acts as a lawyer in a French real estate transaction. So no lawyers are generally needed. You do the due diligence. So this is everything from the history of ownership of the apartment, any works that are to be done in the apartment, the building, its financial situation in terms of any upcoming works and budgeting them. So really making sure that all the contracts are perfectly watertight and every detail has been checked, and that's a really important part of our work once we found you and secured you the property to get you through the first reservation contract signing and then onto the final closing. Okay, so we've found the dream apartment, we've secured it, perfect conditions, everything's ready to go. We're closed, you've got the keys, and we're all done. Champagne. I hope this video has been useful to you, learning about the buying process, learning the role of a buyer's agent, what a search looks like. If it's something of interest to you, buying a property in Paris, rental investment, prime residence, whatever you're after, we simply want to have a chat about the market. Love to talk to you, love to hear from you. Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube. Like, share, subscribe, follow. Thanks for watching. See you soon. À bientôt.